Luis Severino Charles Wenzelberg, New York Post. Houston, the punches continue to land on the Yankees. Sitting in the third base dugout at Minute Maid Park late Monday afternoon, Boone was running through the names on the injured list and not available to him when the Yankees manager was asked about staff ace Luis Severino. Sevy didn't feel as great Monday, so we are going to send him to New York to see drive Ahmad again to make sure we got all the testing done. Boone said of Severino, who is on the IL due to an inflamed right rotator cuff and never appeared in a spring training game. A couple of days ago when he got throwing up to 130 feet was probably the best day he has had. Monday, not as great, so we wanted to make sure. We are going to get him up to New York and get some answers. Boone didn't sound down about his ace crawling into an MRI tube, but admitted something was going on in Severino's shoulder. He feels okay, but not where he wants to be. Boone said of the 25-year-old Severino, who signed a 4-year deal for $40 million at the beginning of spring training. It is not quite what it needs to be. Boone and the Yankees have their fingers crossed that what Severino is feeling is normal for pitchers coming back from a problem in a very dangerous area of the shoulder. I am hoping that it is him just not quite getting over the hump yet. Boone said, we have to make sure he is right. The fact that he hasn't been able to graduate from flat ground throwing to the mound, we are going to try and answer those questions. The biggest question is what is keeping Severino from progressing in the rehab process. Why isn't he getting to the point where, let's go on the mound, let Dr. Ahmad see him and cross every T and dot every I, Boone said. Make sure we can get the answers the best we can. Sabathia is likely to rejoin the rotation this weekend when the Yankees host the White Sox, and the veteran lefty will bring a ton of experience with him, but that could be offset if the MRI on Severino's shoulder unearths something more than inflammation. At the beginning of spring training, there were questions about Sabathia's health. He had right knee surgery and had a stent inserted into a blocked heart artery this offseason. How would James Paxton acclimate to New York, and if Severino could overcome a slow finish to last season in which he ended up 19-8 with a 3.39 ERA in 32 starts. During Monday night's game against the Astros in Justin Verlander, the Yankees starters weren't the biggest reason they were 5-4. Led by Masahiro Tanaka, who usurped the role of staff ace, the Yankees starters ranked 8th among Major League rotations with a 3.09 ERA, 7th in wins with 4 and 11th with a 1.20 whip. Most impressive has been Domingo German, a right-hander who was ticketed for the bullpen until Severino and Sabathia weren't ready for the start of the season. In 2 starts, German is 2-0 with a 1.64 ERA and has allowed 3 hits in 11 innings and has fanned 10. His 7 walks allowed are the only drawback. Entering Monday night's assignment, Tanaka had pitched like an ace, going 1-0 with a 1.46 ERA in 2 starts. However, J.A. Happ hasn't been the same pitcher he was a year ago after being dealt from the Blue Jays to the Yankees in late July. In 2 starts, the veteran lefty is 0-1 with a 6.48 ERA and has given up 10 hits, including 3 homers, in 8 innings.